If you're looking for a precision rifle chassis that doesn't feel hollow, doesn't flex, and actually balances well under recoil, this might be one of the most underrated options on the market. Today, we're talking about the Zermatt Arms Matterhorn chassis and why it deserves a serious look. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is a channel about precision rifles, competitions, stuff I'm into, match directing, traveling, and generally trying out new gear. I'm not paid by anybody. Sometimes people send me stuff, but I disclose everything up front. If I like it, I like it. If it's crap, I'll tell you it's crap. And if I'm not sure, I'll tell you I'm not sure. If anybody tells you they're an expert at everything, they're selling you something. So, a little over a year ago, I purchased a Zermatt TL3 action from Mile High. I was really digging my action. I got hold of my buddy up at Zermatt, and he got me one of these things sent out here to test out. So, it's been over a year. This is not a 1 week review, a 1 month review. I've had 4 different actions and 6 different barrels in this chassis. I've shot everything from TAC division, open division.
It's gonna be an awesome video. Get back!
Yeah, you're damn right it is.
Oh, baby. Oh, man.
What?
I've done everything there is to do with this thing, so I think I have a pretty good grasp on what it is, what it isn't, and why you should check it out. Most importantly, who this chassis is actually for. So let's get into it. And just because I know you people love smash cuts, let's check it out. Just kidding. Oh, look at that. This is the Matterhorn. It's developed and produced by Zermatt Arms to be their competition chassis. They built it around their Origin and TL3. It's basically set up for any Remington 700 pattern action. It's built from 70-75 aluminum, uses a monolithic center section, designed to give you a solid, competition feel without the bulk of a full weight chassis. That being said, you can shoot this thing in its lightest configuration, or how I've been shooting it, loaded the hell out. Originally when I got this thing, I got it without any weights. This thing has external weights, internal weights. It's got weights in this thing back here that unscrew. I mean, I've got this thing loaded down. It comes with different grip options. You can get it with, based off the size of your hand, they have different ways this thing flares out at the bottom, different angles. It's pretty nifty. Got built-in ARCA for AICS pattern magazines. Has a magazine adjustment here. All the features that you would expect in a modern precision rifle chassis with a very kind of classic hybrid look. When you look at it, you're like, that's a stock. Well, it's not really a stock. It's a chassis. But it has a very, very stock look and feel to it. This thing is all black. I blacked it all the way out. This is not how I received it. This is what it looked like when I got it. I ran it like that for probably 8 or 9 months. And then finally I was like, the color scheme wasn't for me. So I wanted to change it. So we went blacked out. And I gotta say, it looks fucking killer. In its current setup, it's got a TL3 action in it. It's 6 dasher barrel by Vital Precision in it. But I mean, I've shot everything from 223 to 7 saw on this thing. You can easily set it up for whatever. What you can't see, what you can look at right here, is the internal weights for this thing. So this thing has machined, sweet looking brass weights in it. The internal brass weights are so damn aesthetically pleasing. I almost wish these on the outside were brass as well, because sometimes I like gaudy shit. If you pop this cover back open right here, you'll see some more brass weight. This thing is fully configurable to balance. It has a pseudo thumb shelf in the back of it that I like to run like that. Feels very, very natural, very comfortable. The grip angle for me is about damn perfect. Sometimes I like to run them 100% vertical grips, but I find myself, when I have an adjustable vertical grip, I like to rock it forward a bit. So this thing is just dead nuts for me. What makes this thing different? Well, there's a lot of wood on this thing. Wood. It looks like laminate. It ain't. It's real wood. I can assure you, because I had to sand it all to paint it. And then I actually got just a blacked out set from them that I was like, damn it, I should have asked for that first. Let's get into the features of it. So with all the weights that you can configure on this thing, it is insanely easy to balance. I'm not going to get into how to balance a rifle. There's plenty of videos of that online. About 4.5 inches from the mag well. Pick a point, put it on a tripod, get it to balance, set it up for the weight you want, and you're good to go. For a long time, for PRS, I like to run very heavy guns. For NRL, with heavier calibers, I like to run super light guns. It's oxymoronic, but that's the way I like to roll. In its lightest configuration, you can absolutely run this in NRL Hunter. Clayton Smith from West Texas Ordnance actually showed up to the Dust Devil Duel with one of these, and I was surprised because I didn't ever think you could run it that light, but you absolutely can and make weight. It's something you can throw your weights on and you can go shoot PRS with. There's lots of stocks, lots of chassis you could run PRS and NRL for and still be competitive. A lot of them are not as configurable. This one is very, very configurable. And it's not just that, but it's how it feels under recoil. With this thing, when it's balanced properly on barricade, it feels rigid. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't flex. It is a pipe. It feels very nice. Jesus. You're looking for something that you can shoot PRS, NRL, outlaw matches with, and you kind of want to switch things up. You don't have the budget for like 3 different builds. This chassis is a really easy way to go. Go to the ergonomics and adjustability. Like I said, the stock, very, very configurable. You can take it, rock this up and down. There's screws in the bottom of it where you can get cant left and right. So if you don't like to put it straight on there, you want to turn it sideways, you can absolutely do that. So besides the cheek piece, you can flip this guy up right here, come up and down, get it set up perfectly for your shoulder pocket, take some length to pull out, add some length to pull. This thing currently is set up perfectly for me. There's several chassis out there that you'll see some of the top pros using, right? And several stocks. Among those, you've got the MPA, you've got the MDT, ACC Elite, you've got the foundations. There's all kinds of great options out there, right? And at all pretty similar price points. And then they all need accessories on them. The accessories are where things get kind of expensive for anything, but if you need them, you need them. Where this thing really just is stellar is it feels so different. There's something about the cold machined aluminum and the warmth of that real wood that just it feels fucking sweet. Let's talk about what it can fit, right? So this thing is set up for, you can run straight taper barrels. I run straight taper barrels in there, so that tells you everything you need to know. You can run them thin all the way up to 125 straight tapers. One of the favorite things I actually love about this thing is the action screws. The action screws are built into it in such a way that when you loosen them, they can't fall out. You can't lose them. For idiots like me, this is a very cool feature. I like this a whole lot. As well as a configurable mag release, right? So if you can see that there's a little bit of plate right there, and you just put a little screw in there, move it up and down, and then you can make this thing just feel really, really nice. QD spots that I've filled up with weights, because like I said, I like to run things heavy. This is currently in a PRS configuration. Impact. Let's talk about this beefy ass ARCA that's built in all the way down. ARCA is something that should be included basically on anything that you buy nowadays. If you're shooting precision, if you use a tripod, if you're using ARCA-like accessories like bipods, weights, anything like that, you need an ARCA. And this one is machined in there quite nicely. The way the weights fall and the way the wood comes down the edge, this thing on a bag sits so wide. So wide. It like you let this thing slap on top of a bag, just jog it in there. I mean, she sits really pretty in a bag. Very, very flat. The recoil impulse in this thing is something we're going to get into in a minute. That is one of my favorite things about it. When you feel this thing out, you can tell that this thing was clearly designed by people that shoot positional stages, right? This was not designed by people that hunt in blinds all day or shoot prone all day. This is a very positionally built gun. It's got a built-in barricade stop to the mag well to just ride it all the way up to the front of it.
Impact. Ooh, you caught the left tip.
Had to add more. I saw that last trace just, it edged it. So let's talk about what it is and what it isn't. This is a fully configurable chassis, like a lot of them, right? A lot of them start out heavier. This one you can add quite a lot of weight to. The weights do cost extra. They are not super cheap. This one is fully configured, full weights in the back, full weights in the front. This thing has all but one weight in the back and all the weights in the fore end and on the sides of it. This thing's chunky, and that's the way I like to shoot it. Fully weighted. I think this thing's right about 22.5 pounds, 23 pounds. I've run guns all the way up to 27 pounds, and that's just too heavy for me. That's already a ridiculously heavy rifle, but if you're shooting PRS, it's all about getting stable, right? But I will say, in its lightest configuration, I got to play around with Clayton's a little bit when it's like fully lightened up, no weights, no nothing, to make NRL classification, and it was still very, very nice positionally. For you guys that shoot PRS, you probably have one glaring question, right? You see this thing, it looks like a stock. How does it compare to a foundation? What a great question. Under recoil, this thing feels very dead. It does not feel like a foundation. A foundation is made of solid micarta. When you send a 6-dasher out of any chassis, it should feel like nothing. When you shoot it out of a foundation, it feels extremely, extremely dead. This also shoots extremely, extremely dead. Does it shoot the same sort of deadness? No, it's different. It's a different kind of impulse. Is it dead? Yes. Is it foundation dead? I would say they feel differently. it still takes it still takes a vibration out, but it feels differently. It's not meant to be a foundation. It's meant to be its own thing. Where this thing shines at is its versatility. Running it in its lightest configuration to its heaviest configuration, you can take this thing all the way down, take all the weights out quite quickly. It doesn't have an enclosed forend, so if that's something you're looking for, this would not be the chassis for you. It's not an MDT ACC Elite. It doesn't have the ultimate configurability as far as like putting thumb rest anywhere you want, putting bag stops wherever you want. It's something in between. This is, like I said, it's not the end-all be-all PRS rig. It's not the end-all be-all NRL rig. This is something in between. It's very much its own thing. But I can tell you from experience, it does quite well at everything. Usually, I'm not a Swiss Army knife kind of guy, right? Like you get a tool that's built for a purpose and you use it only for that purpose. This is genuinely something that fits a lot of roles and it fits them well. With the looks of it, it doesn't scream for attention, but it performs how it should. I'll tell you that in its regular configuration with all the wood pieces on it, it's not my go-to look. That's why I painted everything, right? That's why I switched it up. But as you can see, you can black it out. You can make it FDE. You can do it like Bruiser did. Check this out. Go full pattern on it, right? You can Cerakote it however you want. Make it yours, like you should any rifle. Make it yours. This has not been a safe queen to me. I've sitting there taken out and done all kinds of things with it, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Let's talk about some cons. It would be kind of hard for you to tell because I painted it. But when I was running my coup de grace action in here, the bolt release kept hitting right here. So I had to take a Dremel and Dremel it out a little bit for my coup de grace bolt release. Not ideal, but it's something I had to do. The longest thing this thing was ever set up for was a 223 bolt gun I ran all my courses of fire at Freestone with.
Impact. Impact.
And for that purpose, it was amazing. I shot some matches with it in this configuration. It was amazing. I shot it in this dasher configuration like that. It was awesome. With 7 saw, it was awesome. With 2547, I didn't put my AW mags in it, so I prefer to run that with AW mags. So that didn't stay in this thing very long, but I did mill it out for it just to see if I'd like to. I will say this is probably one of the most overlooked options out there, and it really shouldn't be. I like it a lot. If this helped you out, man, hit that subscribe. Like it, comment. Would you consider one of these for your next build? Give me a shout. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We'll see you guys next week. And appreciate it. Later, boys.
Impact. You barely got it.